Ever feel like you're trying to keep up with a digital world that's just moving incredibly fast? Especially with games like Splinterlands really pushing the envelope.
Yeah, it can be a lot.
Well, that's what we're here for today. This deep dive is basically your shortcut. We want you to walk away feeling totally up to speed, maybe even have a few of those, aha moments.
Absolutely. And today we're diving into the Splinterlands Town Hall from Wednesday, August 20th. It wasn't just some regular check-in.
No, definitely not.
It was packed. Major strategy shifts, big future plans revealed. It was quite something.
Yeah, packed is the word. We're going to cover some really cool ground. Things like new ways they're supporting the community, how they're getting players involved.
And a really clear vision for growth, making the game more, well, immersive and rewarding for you.
Okay, so where do we start? There was a lot.
Let's kick off with something genuinely groundbreaking. The official launch of the Crypto Gaming Recovery Fund, CGRF. That just went live yesterday, August 19th.
CGR.
And what's really interesting here, it's not just for Splinterlands players. They're framing it as a kind of template, for the whole crypto gaming space.
Okay, that is interesting. So what's the mission there? Like, who is it for?
Well, the idea is to help out players who got burned by rug pulls or, projects that just failed somewhere else in the crypto world.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an effort to make the whole ecosystem feel a bit less tribal, more collaborative.
That feels pretty significant for an industry that, let's be honest, sometimes has trust issues. Is this actually making waves?
Oh, definitely. It's a big statement. The press response was immediate journalists reaching out globally, and they've already approved the first couple of projects to get support. Tokyo Beast and Walking Dead Empires.
So it's not just talk, they're actually doing it.
Exactly. It shows they're thinking long-term about the health of the whole Web3 gaming scene, not just their own game. It builds trust.
That focus on the wider community.
Yeah.
It seems like it mirrors their internal focus too, right? Getting new players into Splinterlands, they said that was priority number one.
Absolutely, number one. And they're watching the numbers like hawks.
What are they seeing? Anything promising?
Yeah, some really good signs. Take the Conclave Arcana sales. That's their latest big card set. The number of people buying it after the presale, more than double the presale numbers. That shows real ongoing interest.
Okay, that's strong.
And even bigger, maybe, is Frontier Mode. That's the free-to-play way to get started. In its first 2 weeks, it had more players than all the other game modes combined.
Whoa, seriously?
Seriously. That's a massive signal that the free entry point is working. It's getting people in the door.
Is it sticking, though? Are people actually playing?
Looks like it. They're getting around 150 to 200 new signups every day, consistently. And the retention for those who actually play matches is hovering around 20–25%.
Which is good.
It's a solid improvement from where they were. They want it higher, obviously, but it's moving in the right direction. Plus, spellbook sales are up too. That's the purchase that unlocks the full play-to-earn side.
And they're using data to figure this out.
Very much so. New tools, dashboards, they track basically everything a new player does, which campaign chapter they finish, if they skip videos, how many games they play.
So they can see exactly where people might be dropping off or getting stuck.
Precisely. And that lets them do A/B testing, tweak things constantly, like maybe chapter 3 is too hard. They can adjust it based on real data almost immediately.
And they're doing external stuff too, right? Ads?
Yep. They've been running small test ads since June, just $50, $100 runs to see what works. Facebook video ads, image ads on X, Twitter.
Yeah.
Those are doing well. So the plan now is to scale those up.
Makes sense. Test small, then go bigger.
They also mentioned being at the Enfopia Metaverse Convention, connecting with the Hive folks, the Wax community, looking for ways to collaborate more across different blockchains.
Building bridges. Okay, shifting gears a bit. Let's talk player identity. Avatars. That sounds like a huge overhaul.
It is top priority, they said. UI specs just got delivered.
Right now, it's just those, 20 generic circles. All right.
Exactly. Pretty basic. The vision is way beyond that. Think rich, customizable battle mage personas. It's a really big step for immersion.
And the options sound wild. Multiple bloodlines, like elves, dwarves, orcs, but also unique Splinterlands ones.
Yeah. Humans, elves, dwarfs, orcs, goblins, gnomes, and then Eland, Marion, Regunion, Dracacoan, Jinn, a whole bunch.
Wow.
And you can customize faces, hair, skin color, clothes, full outfits. It's deep.
Where will we see these?
Redesign profile screens, match history, even right before a battle starts. Your avatar becomes your visual stamp on the game.
Is it just cosmetic, though? Or does it tie into gameplay?
They see it as integral, not just looks. The idea is you can show off your achievements, think custom backgrounds, frames, special badges you earn.
So like a 5-year veteran's avatar would look instantly, I don't know, insane.
Exactly. You'd immediately recognize their status. And you'll unlock this stuff through the Glint shop, achievements, daily quests, spending SPS or vouchers. It connects to how you actually play and progress.
Cool. And right after avatars, the next big thing is guilds.
Yep. Guild overhaul. That's next on the major project list.
What's changing there?
New buildings for guilds with different benefits and more ways for everyone to contribute, whether you're free to play or pay to play. So maybe you contribute time or resources or currency, different paths.
And guild brawls are getting completely redone.
Totally reimagined. They actually said it could become its own standalone game mode. That's how different it might be. An entirely new way to play Splinterlands within the guild structure.
Yeah, it's ambitious.
And land gets tied in here too. Land resources will be needed for upgrading guild buildings, getting those benefits. It encourages people to specialize within a guild. You might have land barons, resource gatherers, crafters.
Okay, if you zoom out, all this stuff, the avatars, the guilds, the CGRF, even, it really points back to that community focus, doesn't it? The DAO ownership idea.
It really does. They kept stressing this is a community-run project. It's not like some big VC-funded game that just vanishes when the money dries up.
Right, because the money from sales goes to the SPS DAO.
Correct. The DAO is like the community treasury. The company, Splinterlands, proposes things to the DAO, gets funding, and builds it. They essentially work for the DAO. The goal is genuine community ownership and operation.
Which means players actually have influence. They mentioned someone named Tails helping with the Twitch thing.
Yeah, Tails helped set up the Twitch airdrop, and they really pushed for players, for you listening, to get involved in the UX channel on Discord. Player polls, like one on the match history view, directly impacts changes.
So even if you just own one SPS token.
You're a stakeholder. Your voice can actually matter in the direction of the game.
Okay, let's talk about what's coming in the game. New content, gameplay changes.
Right, the content pipeline looks pretty full. They're working on new single-player campaigns, not just for onboarding, but like difficult scaling challenges for experienced players too.
Oh, interesting.
And these could tie into the guild updates, maybe unlock avatar cosmetics, badges, things like that.
And a new reward set. So the Glint shop.
Yep, targeting October for that. That's key to making Glint, the earnable currency, feel really valuable again. Super exciting was the phrase used.
Will those cards be tradable or stuck to your account?
That's still being discussed. Soulbound versus tradable, they're actually using Frontier mode right now as a test for releasing non-soulbound cards, seeing how that plays out, so they're flexible.
And another set coming later.
Yeah.
A mini set.
Yeah, a proposal for that is expected next week. It'll be part of the Conclave Arcana edition, and the specific goal this time is for the sale to directly benefit the SPS token price or value, not just indirectly like past sales helping DEC.
Okay, so direct SPS tie-in. When's that likely?
Target is end of the year, December, maybe January.
What about land? Any updates there?
Current focus is finishing the Demancer land cards. Those are the special utility cards for land. After that, the focus shifts fully to the Land 2.0 white paper.
Which means?
Getting the core stuff solid first. Building upgrades, storage systems, before they start adding lots of new resources. Make the foundation strong, then build on it. And again, integrating it tightly with guilds and avatars.
Makes sense. Any smaller gameplay tweaks coming? Quality of life stuff?
Definitely. They're looking at mana caps. Testing showed some issues at the low end, so expect improvements there. Also rebalancing some rule sets like back to the basics and Silent Archon, maybe cycling in new ones.
Oh, and guild chat. Please tell me they fixed the scrolling.
Haha, yes. Finally, you'll be able to scroll back further than the last 100 messages. That's coming.
Thank goodness.
And they're also going to look, again, at survival mode, that restriction on combining cards while they're on cooldown. Might not make sense anymore with other game changes, so they'll reevaluate it.
It was cool they brought on Alfredo, the creative coordinator, too. Gave some insight into the art and design.
Yeah, talking about overseeing the art, vector graphics, designing stuff like the black foil card frames. It's intricate work.
And they're using community members, too, for creative stuff.
Right, the Community Creatives Program. People like Goldmatters, BraveTofu, using AI tools, other skills to help create marketing assets. It's a cool blend of internal team and community talent.
The actual card art process sounded intense.
Yeah.
Minimum 3 hand-drawn sketches.
Per card. Then refinement, coloring options, VFX. It's detailed. And it connects back to the world building.
How so?
They talked about really defining the look of different bloodlines and races, like how big is a goblin, what's their eye shape. These details matter for identity and maybe even mechanics down the line.
Did they show any art?
They did. Some concept art. A goblin with an axe, a kind of human white character, an Ursula-looking sea figure, and a cool Dragon Slayer card with a dragon head on a spear.
Dragon Slayer. That hints at lore.
Exactly. They explain the dragon element lore a bit. Magic comes from dragon trees, maybe, and you harness it either by befriending dragons or slaying them and using their parts, like talismans. Adds depth.
Okay, last big topic. Balancing everything. The free-to-play success with Frontier mode versus needing premium stuff. How are they managing that?
It's what they called the hybrid model. They know Frontier mode being free and giving out valuable tradable cards was huge. That's a shift from the past, which was maybe 100% focused on premium sales.
So what does that mean going forward?
It means balancing both. Having free ways to earn and progress, like Frontier, but also having premium items, things you pay for that are essential for the economy.
Why essential?
To maintain the value of assets. If everything is free, nothing holds value. So things like conflict wagons, specific card packs, maybe cosmetics, those premium purchases support the whole ecosystem's economic health.
Gotcha. And SPS rewards. Will those continue?
The plan is yes. Even after the current distribution phase ends, a portion of the DAO's earnings is planned to be allocated back into reward pools. But importantly, the community will control that via proposals.
So sustainable rewards decided by the players. And what about old cards? Where do they fit in? Still land.
Land is still the key. They reiterated that. Old cards provide the utility for land, currently used for things like fortune draws, midnight potions, auction marks, wagons.
More planned.
Absolutely. The plan is continuous new content creation using land resources, which inherently requires those older cards. The goal is for land development to constantly drive demand and value for the older sets.
Wow. Okay, we really did cover a ton there. That town hall was dense.
It really was. From the CGRF and player growth to Avatars Guild's new content, it's a lot moving forward.
It feels like the big takeaway is just how much this is becoming a community-driven project. The structure, the feedback loops, the DAO.
Definitely. And that leads to, I guess, the final thought for you listening. The future of Splinterlands isn't just being built for you, it's being built with you.
Right, so the question becomes, how will you get involved? How will you shape things, not just as a player, but as a stakeholder?
Yeah, something to think about.
We definitely encourage you to check out these things in-game. Jump into that UX channel on Discord with your feedback. Seems like the next really big wave of content is aiming for the end of this year.
Looks that way. It's an exciting time.
And don't forget the next town hall. Mark your calendars. Thursday, September 18th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Definitely worth tuning in.
Absolutely.
All right. That's our deep dive for today. Thanks for joining us. Until next time.